only 39. I can't believe you have a daughter. Are you serious? Oh my word. $76? I don't know. Gas is expensive here? I think I see something. The songs and the drum, it goes right into your bloodstream.
And there's many ways to braid sweetgrass, and I think all ways are proper as long as you're putting some good intention into it as you're doing it.
Today has been an emotional day here at the Sundance. So it's taken me a while to, I wanted to do an update earlier today because of what was going on last night. But I had to kind of get myself together because I'm not one to get all emotional normally. But it's taken me a while to compose myself. I was given the honor, the huge honor, to pull an eagle feather today, and which is extremely significant. It meant a lot to me to be chosen for that honor, and it was overwhelming, and just the gratitude and the significance and that connection and being included, just the honor really kind of overwhelmed me, and that is not usual. It's not normal for me to get emotional. And I wanted to give you an update about not exactly van drama, but some questions I have. And maybe those of you who may perhaps watch this video, who may perhaps own a similar vehicle as a 1995 VW Euro camper van, may be able to help me. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. This is day 7 of van life. And I'm still loving it. I'm just getting used to a few things, and I have some questions. So, parked it on Tuesday. Hasn't been plugged in, hasn't ran. Today, so 3 a.m. this morning, the fridge beeped. It was like a little alarm, and I knew it was going to keep beeping. And so I got up and I checked the levels, and the battery level was red. I did use my solar panel yesterday. I kept moving it. I'm chasing the sun. Move it, move it, move it, wherever, because the shade comes, and then I'm moving it. And so it was on the yellow. So I wasn't sure how that was going to go. But then the sun went down. I couldn't get any direct sun. So it'd been quite hours. And I've been, using the refrigerator. I was charging my phone, and I was like, well, we'll see what happens. I don't know how long it's supposed to last. I got up, and there's a button. So it's right here. And this is an on and off switch. So not sure exactly. Turned it off. Problem solved. I'm going to just probably have to throw some food away. Here's my question. Even though I turned this button off, so so as far as I know, no battery is coming to here. Throughout the night, I could still hear it click on and run very short. I don't know how it's running. I don't know what's running it. That's my question. What's running, first of all? Is it the fridge? If it is the fridge, how's it running? I have no idea. So if anyone knows, tell me. The other really interesting thing, well, to me it's interesting because I have never seen this before, didn't know about it. Maybe everybody else knows about it. I don't know why I don't. But as I said, there is 0 cell coverage here. I don't mean just a little, I mean 0. But my phone was doing interesting things. And it says if I want a message for emergencies or something important, I can use a satellite. And so I did. Now, it didn't say anything about if this is going to cost me money to use this satellite. So I don't know, and I better not get a $200 bill from Verizon saying you used a satellite from the US government or something, because there was not. Sometimes it says service fees will apply, or fees will apply, whatever. Didn't say anything at all. And so I hit, okay, let's try this. It was so cool. So it shows at the top of the phone, it shows a little curvy, like space. First of all, it says get outside where there's no obstruction. Even leaves, trees can obstruct it. So you're supposed to get out so you have a clear view to the sky. And then it says move to the left or move to the right, and it shows an arrow. And so then you move and you line it up with it shows a little picture of a satellite. And as soon as you're there, you start seeing like lines. It's trying to connect to the satellite, and it says this may take a few minutes, but all of a sudden it goes green, like a spaceship going beaming someone up. So it's green going back and forth, and you can send a text. It's just for text messages. It's not for like, you can't use anything else. You can't Facebook or anything. So just, I guess, in emergencies, or you just want people to know you're safe. So I started typing up something. Well, apparently I took too long typing, and that satellite left. You only have a limited time. And then it says, next satellite, 2 minutes. So you have to wait for 2 more minutes until the next satellite comes. And then it says, move this way or move that way, to the left, to the right. And you got to follow the arrow and point to it, to the little picture of the satellite. And then it connects. I never knew anything like that existed at all. I don't know if I'm the only one out there, but I've never been anywhere in the past several years that I was completely out of any type of cell coverage range. I've traveled around the world. I've been in the jungles of Thailand. In the mountains at a monastery, Buddhist monastery. There was cell coverage there. So I've never been anywhere where there was zero. But apparently, if you're ever in that situation, just FYI, don't panic. Get to somewhere where you can have a clear shot of the night sky and you can send a text via satellite. A little bit later, I'll show you a little bit around my little campsite and my bougie chair. Everyone's making fun of my bougie chair. I was like, I just like to be comfortable. It's just a chair. And I'll show you my solar panel, which is really soaking up. Oh, so yeah, squirrel. I started charging, put the solar panel out, and right now, voila, battery condition, fully charged, just on my little solar panel. Solar panel seems to be working. Don't know what was happening last night, why somehow something is still running. And I learned about you can text message versus using satellites. That's my news. And like I said, I'll show you around a little bit later. I'm going to go eat lunch. There's my solar panel in the bright, hot sun, hooked up, and it's charging beautifully. I'm so happy. Some birch I'm taking home. It's starting to be a little bit lived in here, because this is day 7, but still loving it. We're in between rounds right now, so I thought I would take a few minutes to share with you the things that I really like. Just random thoughts. I love standing next to the drum and hearing that beat. It just vibrates, your core. Especially when you're standing next to it, close to it. I stand a little beside it and behind it because I just like to feel that power when they're drumming. I also love to hear their voices. There's about, I'm gonna say 8, I haven't counted them, but 8 singers that are sitting around the drum and drumming and singing, and I just love their voices. I love the smells of smoking cedar or burning cedar. They do that to smudge, and everything gets smudged. I love that smell. I love the smell of the campfire. I don't know. I'm just one of those people that love campfires, the smoke from campfires. I've always wanted an indoor fireplace just because I love that in the fall and in the winter, coming home or pulling up and smelling that wood smell. I love the smell of campfires. I love it when my clothes smell like campfires. I know, crazy. There's one fire that's going, and that was started at the beginning of the whole ceremony, and it has to be kept continually burning. So there's 3 people that are firekeepers, and they take shifts all day, all night. They're out in the blazing sun next to that fire, and they're there all night. I love the smell of the pine trees here. I'm camped right by a small one, but there's a lot of pine trees here, and I just love that smell of pine. I I love walking for 3 days. It's gonna be 4 days barefoot everywhere. I love barefoot. It reminds me of being 12 and just spending all summer barefooted out in a property in Australia or wherever. I love going barefoot, so I love that. The only smell I don't enjoy is the outhouse. That's probably the only one you have to step inside there for a few minutes. That I don't like. I love the laughter. I absolutely love the laughter. I love the humor. It's a different type of humor, and I'm not even going to try and explain it. It's something, it's like trying to explain a joke. It doesn't communicate well. I can't explain the humor, but I love the humor. I love sitting and listening. I love listening to the teasing and the kidding and the conversation. I love the conversation because it's about being here. There's no social conversation. I haven't observed any social conversation like how you normally would converse with people, getting to know people. Oh, what do you do? Talking about jobs or what's happening in the world or sports your kids, whatever. There's none of that. It's like there's no outside world other than right here, right now. And I really like that. The other thing I really, really like is the prayers. I mean, you don't hear any prayers. It's all silent, quiet. People are praying. I'm just blown away. I'm blown away by people who pray sincerely, so personal. It's hard to put in words, and I don't want to because it kind of diminishes maybe. But I don't know of another group of people that are willing. I mean, I know there are people out there, but to give themselves over to 4 days of prayer in extremely difficult conditions is very impressive. And again, I want to really, really clarify, it's not just the 4 days, it's all year. This is a lifestyle. I love the generosity. It's one of the Lakota virtues, and I just love the generosity. The willingness to help. Here, have this, have that. Let me do that. Just the kindness and the generosity. So those are some of the things. I was trying to think of anything else. I like my bougie chair. Everybody's teasing me. Like I said, I like my chair. Love my van. I don't know. I just love the people. I love the people. I'm a little depressed because I have to leave in a few hours. But before I do leave, I have the great honor of presenting a star quilt to the woman who I pulled a feather for yesterday, and she is a veteran. And so this star quilt, the pattern in the star is a bald eagle. And so I thought this was really appropriate to give to her. So I'll be taken out into the middle to the tree where I will present this to her before I leave in appreciation and gratitude. It's extremely meaningful to me to be able to do this. So I'll be doing that this next round, and then the round after that is what's called the healing round. You approach the arbor, and it's just for physical and spiritual, emotional healing. Then after that, I will have to pack up and leave. And the dance will continue until tomorrow noon. So I'm missing this afternoon and tomorrow morning. And the celebration after it's over, I'll miss, which is heartbreaking, but I'm focusing on the gratitude that I was able to be here for as long as I was. Well, I'm all packed up. I just got to get my flag down and fold up my chair. That's the chair everybody's been teasing me about, my bougie chair. And I'm gonna hit the road. Just everything else is hopefully good to go. And those are the last two things I got, and I'm hitting the road. Ceremony's still going on, as you probably can hear in the background, but I have to get on the road. So now is the moment of truth. This is the first time that I will have ever been bringing the topper down without anyone double checking it after I do it to make sure I've done it right. And the one of the things I'm really paranoid about is driving down the road and having not done it properly and have the whole thing just fly off. Here goes nothing. Yeah, make sure I'm not covering these two latches with the fabric, which is the mistake I did last time. I think I have everything pushed in, hopefully, and now comes the really important part. Well, it's the best I can do. So I'm gonna go and finish this last round. It's hot in here. So I don't know how far I'm gonna get tonight. I got 14 hours if I don't stop, 14-hour drive. And it's already 5 p.m. But I'm just gonna go until I feel like I'm driven enough. As promised, I am filling regularly as soon as it gets near a half, because I am not going to go through that stress of almost running out, because it's taking me on a different route home across the top of Michigan, or not Michigan, but eventually Wisconsin, North Dakota. I'm gonna go through Detroit Lakes in Minnesota. Anyway, I'm not on the interstate, so I'm going through small towns, and I am not taking a chance. So I'm being responsible. Munsing, Munsing, and I believe it's right on the on some water. I see some water. So I guess that's why it's a touristy town. I didn't know because I couldn't tell, but now I'm seeing a very large body of water to the right. And I'm also seeing signs for some waterfalls or pictured rocks. Don't know what that is. Some random thoughts about Michigan. First of all, the Upper Peninsula area, the entire area that I went through, I'm still in. I think I'm still in Michigan because I have not seen a sign welcoming me to a different state. But the entire UP is like one playground after another after another. And by playground, I mean camping ground, resort town. Because of all the lakes, it just has this holiday vibe, the entire place. If you're not in a town and you're not by a lake, you are in a forest. It's a little intimidating coming from living on the open plains where there are no trees, very few trees. I've had quite a bit of caffeine. So I am just gonna go until I feel like I'm tired and I need a break, and then I'll find a campground. It's a tiny bit of a rainbow in the sky this morning. Can't really pick it up very well in the video, but what an absolutely gorgeous morning. I've been driving for about an hour, so it's about 6 a.m. right now, and I came across one more amazing lake. It's just beautiful. It is so warm this morning. There's a lot of humidity. Nice little breeze. Trying to find a gas station with some coffee. That's my next mission right now. Day 9. Van life. This is what it looks like. So, a little bit more of van drama. So, last night, I'm trying to go as far as I can go, so I didn't have such a big day today. And there were some storms. I took some video of when it wasn't too bad. When it was bad, I was focusing on driving. When it then got so dark, I had to turn my headlights on. And okay, again, my fault, but I never thought to check the headlights. I know, it probably seems absolutely ridiculous. Even on high beam, it's just a little yellow glow that's shining pretty close to the front on the road. Not bright, and it's not that they need to just be adjusted or whatnot. If they were adjusted up higher, you wouldn't see anything because it's such a weak amount of light. It's just this yellow glow. I stopped for the night. I think the responsible action by pulling over and sleeping. This 9-day, 2,300-ish mile trip will be concluded. But it's been fabulous. I've enjoyed all of it except a little bit of anxiety here and there, like with the food, being afraid of that, and the other little things. But I absolutely love it, and sure, that anxiety and that little bit of fear is going to be normal when you have a van that's 30 years old. I love it. Love it. If you've ever thought about getting one and going out there and having adventures, I strongly suggest you just go for it and do it. gosh, I made it. I am home. Well, I'm a mile from my house, but for all intents and purposes, I am home. And I cannot tell you how relieved I am. Now that I'm here, I can admit that I am very relieved. I am so relieved that the van made it. A couple times, I did not think I was going to get through this trip without a tow or a garage or walking or something. I was a little concerned from time to time. But it worked beautifully, despite some of its quirks. It's got some quirks. Anyway, I'm about to pull up to my place, and I am going to have a hot shower and soak for a long time. And then I'm gonna unpack and clean the van out. And then I need to do a few things, like headlights. I'm not going anywhere without having those headlights replaced. And a few other things if I can get to it. But I also have to repack, do my food prep, and head up north to where I work all week. So I'm on a really limited time to get everything done to go on my next adventure. Anyway, if you happen to enjoy this craziness, what I like to call sacred journeys and epic adventures, like and subscribe, because then you won't miss anything and you won't miss my next adventure and the next video.